Randall Lane, You Only Have to Be Right Once, The Unprecedented Rise of the Instant Tech Billionaires. Welcome to the journey of instant tech billionaires, where traditional paths to success are left behind and replaced by passion, boldness, and unconventional decision-making. In You Only Have to Be Right Once, author Randall Lane offers a fascinating peek into the lives of these young entrepreneurs who dared to defy societal norms and chase their dreams. From prominent names like Evan Spiegel of Snapchat to lesser-known heroes like Pejman Nozad, the book sheds light on their humble beginnings, formative experiences, and the challenges they overcame to establish their mark in the field of technology. It delves into how these innovators brought fresh ideas to the table, worked persistently to turn them into profitable ventures, and inspired countless others in this hyper-competitive field.
Success through bold pursuits. Conventional wisdom dictates that a successful career comes from working hard at school, finding a mentor, and pursuing a steady career path. However, most of today's successful young entrepreneurs, particularly tech billionaires, have followed a different path. They believe in boldly pursuing their dreams and ignoring society's expectations. Evan Spiegel, co-founder of Snapchat, is an excellent example of this. At just 23 years old, he turned down Facebook's offer to buy his company for $3 billion. Spiegel, like his peers, learned to get his way from a young age. He dropped out of college to pursue his startup, a decision his parents disapproved of. But it paid off since Snapchat became one of the most popular apps. Outsiders making it big. Discover the inspiring stories of two entrepreneurs who entered the tech industry as complete outsiders and went on to achieve mega success. Many believe that only those with privileged backgrounds and elite education can succeed in the tech industry. However, Pejman Nozad and Adi Tatarko prove this notion wrong. Nozad, who fled Iran as a boy and arrived in San Francisco with just $700, worked odd jobs and became a great salesman. Leveraging his sparkling conversational skills, Nozad built relationships with many of the businessmen and tech leaders who visited the carpet store he worked at. He went on to start the investment fund Amidzad, earning over $100 million in the process. Tatarko, one of the few women who achieved great success in the male-dominated tech industry, co-owns House, a home design community worth $2 billion. Her motivation came from her grandmother, who worked as a designer during a time when fashion was still dominated by men. The inspiring stories of Nozad and Tatarko show that success in the tech industry is attainable irrespective of one's background and gender, given hard work, determination, and resourcefulness. The power of mentorship in the tech world. Learn how successful tech entrepreneurs like David Karp and Palmer Luckey had the invaluable help of mentors to turn their ideas into billion-dollar companies. When we hear about tech prodigies who have accomplished so much at a young age, it's easy to assume they did it all alone. But the truth is, most successful entrepreneurs had mentors who helped them along the way. This is exemplified in the stories of David Karp, the founder of Tumblr, and Palmer Luckey, the inventor of the Oculus Rift VR headset. Karp never intended to turn Tumblr into a business. He was content to use it for personal purposes until entrepreneur Fred Seibert recognized its potential and convinced Karp to turn it into a company. Karp struggled with managing the expansion of the business at first, but with perseverance, Tumblr became a massive success that was eventually purchased by Yahoo for $1.1 billion. Similarly, Luckey had the help of VR pioneer Mark Bohlers, who freely shared his research with Luckey. He also had the support of video game programmer John Carmack, who demonstrated the capabilities of the Oculus Rift to the games industry. With their assistance, Luckey's company was eventually bought by Facebook for $2 billion. These stories show that mentorship is a crucial part of turning a great idea into a successful business. Even the brightest minds need guidance and support to make it to the top. So, aspiring tech entrepreneurs should seek out mentors who can provide invaluable insights and help navigate the often tricky waters of the tech industry. The power of simple solutions. Great ideas don't need to be complex. Two entrepreneurs, Nick Woodman and Jack Dorsey, prove that simplicity is key to success. Woodman's invention of the wearable camera, GoPro, and Dorsey's creation of Square, a smartphone-based credit card terminal, were inspired by small everyday problems. Woodman wanted to capture surfing adventures, while Dorsey's friend lost a sale due to a lack of payment processing tools. Both solutions were straightforward, yet revolutionary, and led to billion-dollar businesses. The key to success is not overcomplicating things but rather finding simple solutions to everyday problems. Tech-Billionaires, Unleashing Disruption. The book explores how tech billionaires, such as Aaron Levy and Brian Chesky, have successfully challenged the norm and disrupted established leaders. The computer software industry, long dominated by Microsoft, SAP, Oracle, and IBM, lacked innovation, resulting in high fees and low-quality service. Following a nimble approach, Box, a startup founded by Levy, disrupted Microsoft's domain in creating an app that allows sharing and editing of files on any device. Airbnb's founder, Brian Chesky, challenged the traditional hospitality industry while creating a new model for accommodation. Despite having only $100 million in a $1 billion industry, Airbnb poses a significant threat to the hospitality industry, with established companies lobbying against its growth. Drew Houston and Sean Parker, inspired by persistence. Persistence in achieving one's dreams leads to success. The stories of Dropbox founder Drew Houston and former Facebook president Sean Parker exemplify this message. At 14 years old, Houston knew he wanted to run a computer company and never gave up pursuing that dream. After working for several tech startups, he developed Dropbox, which grew into a $4 billion company. Parker also faced setbacks, including a drug scandal during his tenure at Facebook. However, he persisted, and his next venture, Spotify, became hugely successful due to Parker's instrumental involvement. Both Houston and Parker's stories show that despite hurdles and failures, persistence can lead to achieving one's goals. Adapt or die. Successful startups are those that embrace change and adapt to their customers' needs. Instagram and WhatsApp are two examples of companies that pivoted from their initial concepts to achieve massive success. Kevin Systrom and his co-founder initially created Instagram as a combination of Foursquare and a photo-sharing service, but the concept fell short. It wasn't until Systrom had the idea to add filters to the photography feature while on vacation in Mexico that Instagram's user base grew to 1 million. Similarly, Jan Koum and Brian Acton launched WhatsApp as an address book for the iPhone, but users didn't respond until they combined the concept with Apple's new push notification feature, turning the app into an instant messaging service. Both Instagram and WhatsApp achieved success by embracing change and adapting to their customers' needs. Startups must be flexible and respond to feedback to thrive in today's rapidly changing market. Maintaining success in a competitive market. Even after achieving billion-dollar success, tech entrepreneurs must continuously innovate to stay ahead of giant established companies constantly trying to reclaim market dominance. This is exemplified in the challenge faced by Palmer Luckey, founder of Oculus Rift, despite its $2 billion sale to Facebook. Luckey must constantly strive to stay ahead of competitors like Sony and Amazon. To maintain his position, he purchased other companies like RackNet and Carbon Design Group to improve his product. In a market where competitors are always encroaching, the work never stops for Luckey and other tech innovators.
The unparalleled rise of instant tech billionaires serves as a powerful testament to the sheer determination, persistence, and fearlessness required to bring revolutionary ideas to life. These inspiring stories highlight the importance of mentors, learning from failures, and embracing adaptability to achieve success in one's chosen field. As different as these entrepreneurs' backgrounds are, their common thread is perseverance and the ability to challenge the status quo in realizing their dreams. It is not always about creating complex, world-changing solutions. Often, it is the simple, everyday problems that provide opportunities for innovation and growth. In this highly competitive world, maintaining success becomes an ongoing battle, but with the right combination of grit, agility, and vision, breaking new ground and attaining true success is possible, and you only have to be right once.